Welcome to your own personal deep dive today.
Oh, nice.
We're going to be cracking open Bill Bryson's A Short History of Nearly Everything,
Oh,
a
cool.
book that really does tackle, well,
Yeah.
pretty much everything.
Yeah.
The universe, Earth, the wild ride of life itself.
Ambitious.
It's a dense book,
It is.
but Bryson tells the story with so much wit
Yes, he does.
that we thought we would try to distill it down to the
Yeah.
most fascinating bits, the
Yeah.
surprising facts, and those mind-boggling scales that just make you see the world a little bit differently.
Yeah, and I think what makes Bryson's book so engaging is it's not just the facts, it's that he brings the facts to life, like
Right.
with these incredible human stories and this kind of unexpected humor.
Yeah.
It's like he's letting you in on the secrets of the universe whispered over a cup of coffee.
Exactly. And it all begins, of course, with the Big Bang.
Yes, that single inconceivable moment that birthed everything we know.
Yeah.
The timescales involved are almost impossible to grasp. Imagine this. It took a 10 millionth of a trillionth of a trillionth of a trillionth of a second for gravity to even emerge.
That's a number so small it practically disappears.
Right.
But from that tiny point, the universe expanded to become at least 100 billion light years across.
At least.
And it might even be infinite.
Yeah.
I mean, those distances are just mind-blowing.
They are. And what's truly remarkable is how we've come to understand these vast concepts and grasp them.
Right.
Bryson tells the story of Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson,
Oh, yeah?
two scientists who stumbled upon a groundbreaking discovery while working at Bell Telephone Laboratories.
Uh-huh.
They were using this giant antenna
Yeah.
and kept picking up the strange hiss.
Wait, I think I've heard this story. Didn't they think it was pigeon poop at first?
Yes, I love that.
They meticulously cleaned the antenna,
Wow.
investigated every possible source of interference,
Oh my God.
but the hiss persisted. What they had actually detected was cosmic background radiation, the leftover heat from the Big Bang itself.
It was a complete accident,
Really?
but it revolutionized our understanding of the universe's origins.
So these guys basically won a Nobel Prize for finding pigeon poop in the echo of the Big Bang.
Well, not exactly. While their initial interpretation was amusing,
Yeah.
their dedication to understanding that hiss led to one of the most significant discoveries in cosmology.
Wow.
It provided the first concrete evidence for the Big Bang theory.
That's a great example of how Bryson weaves these quirky anecdotes into these monumental scientific discoveries.
Yes.
It makes you realize that science isn't just about cold, hard facts.
Right.
It's about human curiosity and sometimes a little bit of luck.
Absolutely. And speaking of vastness, Bryson also challenges our perceptions of our own solar system.
Okay.
You know those typical solar system maps
Yeah.
that make it seem like the planets are all huddled together?
Yeah. I always pictured it as a sort of cosmic neighborhood.
Well, the reality is far different. Space, even within our solar system, is astonishingly empty. To put it in perspective, if you shrank the entire solar system to fit on a desktop globe,
Okay.
all the visible matter wouldn't even fill a trillionth of the space.
Wow. So it's more like a few grains of sand scattered across a football field than a bustling neighborhood.
Yeah.
That emptiness really highlights the incredible odds of finding another planet like ours, doesn't it?
It does. And this vastness also played a role in the fascinating saga of Pluto, the tiny ice ball that's caused quite a stir in the astronomical community.
Oh, yes. Pluto.
Hmm.
The planet that got demoted.
Yeah.
I remember that causing quite the uproar. What's the real story there?
Well, it starts with astronomer Percival Lowell,
Okay.
who was convinced there was a hidden planet X lurking beyond Neptune based on some irregularities in Neptune's orbit.
Oh, so he just thought there had to be something out there.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He spent years searching for it, but died before finding anything.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So what happened next? Did someone else pick up the search?
Yes. A young man from Kansas named Clyde Tombaugh was hired by Lowell Observatory to continue the search.
Oh, wow.
And to everyone's excitement, he actually found Pluto.
So mystery solved, Planet X, found, case closed.
Not quite. It turned out that Pluto was much smaller than anyone expected,
Oh.
and its orbit was a bit odd. Over time, astronomers realized that Pluto might not be a planet in the traditional sense,
Huh.
but rather a large object in the Kuiper Belt, a zone of icy debris beyond Neptune.
So instead of being the lone Planet X, Pluto's hanging out with a bunch of cosmic leftovers.
Exactly. And to make things even more interesting, astronomers started finding other icy objects in the Kuiper Belt, some almost as big as Pluto.
Oh, wow.
This raised a big question.
Right.
If Pluto is a planet, what about all these other objects?
Yeah.
It led to a major debate about the definition of a planet and ultimately Pluto's reclassification.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
So Pluto's story is more about how much we're still learning about our cosmic neighborhood than about Pluto itself.
Yeah.
And it shows how science is always evolving, challenging our assumptions and pushing the boundaries of our knowledge.
Absolutely. And that brings us to an even more remarkable story, the story of life on Earth. It's a tale of incredible luck, a series of fortunate events that make you wonder if we're not living in some sort of cosmic Goldilocks zone.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What were the key factors that made life on Earth possible? So we're talking cosmic good fortune.
Yeah.
What were those lucky breaks that made life on Earth possible?
Well, first off, we have to appreciate our prime real estate in the solar system.
Okay.
Earth orbits the sun at just the right distance,
Okay.
not too hot, not too cold, perfect for liquid water, which is essential for life as we know it.
It's like finding that perfect spot on the beach. Not too close to the water, not too far from the snack.
Exactly. Then there's our large stabilizing moon.
Okay.
Early in Earth's history, a Mars-sized object slammed into our planet.
Oh, wow.
The debris from that collision eventually coalesced to form the moon.
So a cataclysmic event actually led to something beautiful and essential for life. Talk about a silver lining.
It's incredible, isn't it? This large moon plays a crucial role in stabilizing Earth's rotation. Without it, our planet would wobble chaotically,
Oh, wow.
making the climate far too unstable for life to evolve.
So we owe our stable climate and those beautiful moonlit nights to a massive cosmic collision billions of years ago. What else?
Well, then there's plate tectonics,
Okay.
a unique feature of Earth that's constantly reshaping the planet's surface. It's like
Right.
a giant recycling system,
Uh-huh.
moving continents, creating mountains, and driving the evolution of new life forms.
I've always been fascinated by plate tectonics. It's like this
Mhm.
slow motion ballet happening beneath our feet, shaping continents and creating landscapes.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, how did that actually help life evolve?
Think of it this way. As continents move and collide, they create new habitats and isolate populations, which accelerates evolutionary change. Without plate tectonics, Earth's surface would be static and unchanging, limiting the diversity of life.
So it's like shuffling the deck of life, constantly creating new opportunities and challenges for species to adapt to.
Precisely. And last but not least, we have to thank Jupiter, our massive gassy neighbor.
Okay.
It acts as a sort of cosmic vacuum cleaner.
Wait, Jupiter cleans?
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
Because of its immense gravity, Jupiter attracts and deflects many asteroids and comets that might otherwise collide with Earth.
Right.
Without Jupiter's protection, life might have been wiped out before it even had a chance to get going.
So Jupiter's like that friend who always volunteers to take out the trash at a party.
Exactly. It's a silent guardian protecting us from cosmic debris. Now, of course, some asteroids do slip through Jupiter's defenses.
Yeah.
And Bryson tells this fascinating story about the Manson crater in Iowa.
Okay.
It's not visible on the surface, but scientists discovered it by drilling deep into the Earth.
An invisible crater. That sounds intriguing.
It is. And for a brief time in the 1980s, the seemingly unremarkable spot in Iowa was the most geologically exciting place on Earth.
Really?
Scientists flocked there, eager to study the impact and its effects.
What do they learn from this hidden crater?
They gained valuable insights into the mechanics of asteroid impacts and the forces involved.
Okay.
But it also highlighted how much we still don't know about these cosmic events and their potential impact on life.
Speaking of impact, let's shift gears and talk about the evolution of life itself. It's a story of incredible diversity,
Yeah.
but also of devastating extinctions. Where do we even begin to unravel such a complex history?
It's a vast and intricate tale, and as Bryson emphasizes, we actually know very little about the vast majority of life forms, especially microscopic ones.
Right.
We're only beginning to grasp the complexity and interconnectedness of Earth's ecosystems.
You know, it's easy to get caught up in the big charismatic animals,
Mm.
but the invisible world of microbes is where so much of the action is.
Absolutely. And to get a sense of life's incredible diversity, Bryson takes us on a journey to the Burgess Shale, a fossil site in Canada.
Oh.
It's a snapshot of the Cambrian explosion, a period of rapid evolutionary innovation over 500 million years ago.
So it's like a prehistoric photo album showing us a glimpse of life's early experiments.
Exactly. The Burgess Shale is teeming with bizarre and wonderful creatures, unlike anything alive today. It's a reminder of the sheer creativity of evolution and the vastness of life's history.
It makes you wonder what other strange and wonderful creatures might be hidden in the fossil record waiting to be discovered.
Exactly. Now, studying fossils is crucial for understanding life's history.
Yeah.
But as Bryson points out, they're incredibly rare. It's estimated that only one bone in a billion ever becomes fossilized.
That's a sobering thought. All those lost world, all those creatures that lived and died, leaving behind only a few scattered traces.
It really puts things in perspective. And speaking of perspective, let's turn our attention to the story of human evolution, which, as Bryson tells it, is full of gaps, surprises, and more than a few controversies.
Okay, let's talk about our ancestors. Where did we come from and how did we get here?
The prevailing theory is the out of Africa hypothesis, which suggests that modern humans originated in Africa and then spread across the world.
Okay.
As they migrated, they replaced or interbred with other hominid species they encountered.
Migrating across continents and adapting to new environments must have presented incredible challenges. I imagine our ancestors had to be pretty resourceful.
You're absolutely right. And one of the most puzzling mysteries Bryson highlights is the absence of Acheulean tools in the Far East.
Acheulean tools.
Yeah.
Refresh my memory. What were those again?
They're sophisticated hand axes, teardrop-shaped, that were used by early Homo sapiens in Africa, Europe, and parts of Asia.
Right.
They were a hallmark of early human technology,
Okay.
but for some reason they're virtually absent in the Far East.
So our ancestors traveled all that way and just decided to leave their best tools behind. That doesn't seem like a very smart move.
It's a mystery that anthropologists are still trying to understand. It could be that they adopted different tools better suited for the Asian environments, or maybe there's something else going on that we haven't figured out yet.
It's like a prehistoric cold case waiting for new evidence to crack it open.
You could say that. And another fascinating aspect of studying human evolution is the use of ancient DNA. Scientists can now extract DNA from ancient bones and teeth, which provides a whole new window into our past.
That's incredible. It's like having a time machine for genetics.
It is,
Right.
but it's also incredibly challenging. Bryson talks about how easy it is to contaminate ancient DNA samples,
Oh,
even with a breath or a touch. It's like trying to assemble a jigsaw puzzle in a windstorm.
Wow. So these scientists have to be incredibly meticulous to avoid messing up the data.
Absolutely. And even with the most careful techniques, there are still many questions and debates about how to interpret the ancient DNA evidence.
I can imagine. So what are some of the big questions that ancient DNA is helping us answer?
One of the most intriguing questions is about our relationship to Neanderthals.
Okay.
You see, Neanderthals disappeared shortly after modern humans arrived in Europe.
Right.
And for a long time, scientists debated whether we interbred or simply outcompeted them.
So were Neanderthals our cousins or our rivals?
Well, thanks to ancient DNA, we now know that we did interbreed. In fact, most people of European and Asian descent carry a small percentage of Neanderthal DNA in their genomes.
No way. So we're all part Neanderthal.
In a way, yes. It's a fascinating reminder of our shared evolutionary history and the complex interactions between different hominid species.
Wow. We've covered a lot of ground, from the Big Bang to the evolution of humans.
Yeah.
It's amazing to think about how much we've learned about the universe, our planet, and ourselves.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling there's still a lot more to discover.
Absolutely. And that's one of the most exciting things about science, you know?
Yeah.
The more we learn, the more we realize how much we still don't know.
Right.
There's always another mystery to unravel, another question waiting to be explored.
So true. Okay, wise expert, leave us with a final thought-provoking idea to ponder something that sparks our curiosity and keeps us exploring.
Well, I think it's fascinating to consider that even with all of our scientific advancements, we still know surprisingly little about the very things that make us human, our own bodies and minds.
Oh, that's interesting.
We're constantly making new discoveries about the brain, genetics, and human behavior.
Right.
But the more we learn, the more complex and mysterious it all seems.
So we've journeyed through the vastness of the universe, explored the intricate workings of our planet.
Yeah.
But perhaps the greatest frontier of all lies within ourselves.
Exactly. We're like walking, talking universes.
Wow.
Each of us a complex ecosystem of cells, thoughts, and emotions. And we're only just beginning to scratch the surface of understanding how it all works.
That's a truly mind-blowing thought to end on. To our listener, if you're feeling even a fraction of the awe and wonder that we are right now,
Yes.
I highly recommend picking up A Short History of Nearly Everything by Bill Bryson.
It's such a good book.
It's a book that will challenge your assumptions, expand your horizons, and leave you with a profound appreciation for the sheer improbability and beauty of our existence.
It really will.
And who knows, maybe it'll even inspire you to embark on your own deep dive into the mysteries of the universe.
That'd be great.
Or even the mysteries within yourself. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey.